Today, we talking about the unaliving of 18-year-old Ladainian Cathy. He was a senior on his prom down there in Memphis, man. And after the prom, he stopped at the store to get something. He was unalived by a 17-year-old, man. This is very devastating. This is something that happens across the country, man, almost every day, right? And a lot of us suffer from PTSD and many mental health issues because of this. There's so many parents that's lost or had to bury their children. And it's a sad thing. So let's get off into this story because this is something that's went national. It's being talked about all around the country, man, about this young man who was unalived on right after his prom.
It's proms, y'all. It's proms right here. I think he heard y'all. You just hit me, too.
All right, here y'all ass up for me.
Fox 13 News at 9 starts now with breaking news.
Breaking news out of Whitehaven tonight. A family is grieving after an 18-year-old was murdered hours after heading out for prom. Fox 13's Martin Staunton joins us live tonight. He is from the police station right now. And Martin, what are police telling you right now?
Rob, right now they're not releasing a lot of information, but family is confirming a heartbreak that words can't fully capture. What started out as a celebration ended with gunfire at a gas station. This is Ladainian Cathy, captured in the singular glow that comes with prom night, a moment high school students dream about for years, a night that should have ended with photos, laughter, and memories, but Ladainian Cathy never made it home. He was 18 years old. Memphis police say around 1:40 Sunday morning, Cathy was shot at this gas station at Shelby Drive and Elvis Presley Boulevard. He was rushed to the hospital in critical condition and later died from his injuries. His murder comes less than 12 hours after a community gathering for Memphis's commemoration of National Crime Victims' Rights Week, a week meant to honor victims, now marked by yet another family joining their ranks. Marsha Wilson, whose son was murdered in 2014, says the loss the Cathy family is experiencing happens too often in our community.
It's just not fair that your kid is set to go out for the prom and such a tragedy happens like that. We're gonna have to get a wake-up call around here. Something has to be done. It's too many shootings. Just a shooting last week at Shelby Farms, 17-year-old kid, life ended.
Sharika Carpenter knows this pain all too well. She lost her teenage son to gun violence 5 years ago and turned that grief into action, creating a group, the Braylon Murray Project, to support mothers burying children they were supposed to graduate. Carpenter writes in part, quote, "I can tell you there is no hurt deeper than losing your child, especially during what should be the most joyful moments in their life, prom, graduation. These are moments we dream about from the day our children are born. To see another family now living the same nightmare, losing their child to gun violence while simply leaving prom is heartbreaking beyond words. Our young people should be able to celebrate, to grow, to live." End quote. Now,
And this is something that happens all over the United States, and this young man, he lost his life. And these are conversations, when I was doing this kind of content before I was doing it, I was doing it a couple of years ago on my old channel. And a lot of times, our people didn't pay attention to this. They didn't pay attention to it, right? They didn't care. I felt like they didn't care enough. And this is the stuff that we got to bring awareness to, because our kids are slaughtering each other outside, man. And the sad part about it was he was unalived by a 17-year-old, right? A 17-year-old. So
losing their child to gun violence while simply leaving prom is heartbreaking beyond words. Our young people should be able to celebrate, to grow, to live. End quote. Now, another family is left grieving a son, a cousin, a friend, and Memphis police are at the beginning of yet another homicide investigation. Investigators have not said what led to the gunfire or whether Cathy was the intended target. Police say the suspect was last seen leaving the area in a black Mercedes SUV. No arrests have been made. Wilson has this plea for anyone who knows something.
You have to tell. It's important. I mean, if it was you, you have to think about it. You would want someone to tell your mom. You would want someone to tell your dad.
And you know, it was funny. I got a lot of flack where I said, if you're a civilian and you out here, you're not harming nobody, you're not bringing no harm, tell. Listen, I was out there in the streets. I was involved in a lot of stuff. And if something came to me or harm to me or something, I got what my hand called for because I made a choice to live that life and be out there. But if you are a civilian, you are a kid going to school, you are a hard-working, tax-paying citizen, and you got these real ninjas want to come out here and do stuff, tell on them. Don't protect them, tell them. Send them right to the W, man. Get them up out of here because you're not supposed to deal with civilians, right? Now, in this video, they interviewed his barber, they interviewed his where he worked at. So I'm not getting that he was a kid in the street. Something happened, man, and it may just been a robbery. And in daytime, they rob you and want to kill you after they rob you. Even after you give them everything, you better off just running because they want to unalive you. Even if you comply and give them everything, it's for sport. And they call it man, they do it for sport. It's crazy, man.
It's very, very important that you tell, and you can remain anonymous. Nobody knows who told it but you. Tell it.
And anyone with information is urged to reach out to MPD, or you can call Crime Stoppers. This is an ongoing investigation, and we will share any updates with you both on air and online at fox13memphis.com. Rob?
All right, that's Fox 13's Martin Staunton reporting live tonight. Thanks so much, Martin.
Now, this tragic story, a family who just sent their loved one off to prom is now preparing his funeral. An 18-year-old was shot and killed on what was supposed to be, Joyce, one of the best nights of his life.
Yeah, awful story. Action News 5's Jared Thomas spoke with the young man's barber, one of the last people to see Ladainian Cathy.
So when they come out, they go to your job, they go to your barber, they go to all these places to speak to people that you were connected with. He wasn't in the street, man. Because if he was in the street and they did some digging, they could find out he was in the gang, man, they wouldn't even care. It would be a small caption to be in the news and it would be over. But because he was unalive right after his prom, they went to his job, talked to people at his job. They talked to his barber. This kid wasn't in the street, man. This kid wasn't in the street. This kid was a civilian. But you just got real niggas running around here just doing anything. And y'all protect him. Don't protect him.
Hours before he lost his life.
You never know when somebody has day. So I didn't know. He didn't know. He walked out smiling, ready to get his bands, and ready to have a good day.
Jalen Dotson reflects on the last time he was able to see his friend Ladainian Cathy. He was an 18-year-old who Dotson says was graduating from South Haven High School.
He came, man, smiling, ready for prom. Saying his prom fit before everybody. I was like, yeah, you finna come trim.
The day before, Cathy had scheduled a haircut before prom night. Hours later, he was shot and killed in Whitehaven off Elvis Presley and Shelby Drive.
I ain't doing it. Just happened, so it's like, it still don't feel real.
I don't condone the violence, man, because, you know, it's us killing us, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I always speak about hating ain't healthy, and I always speak about, you know, killing your own ain't gangster.
Community activist Terry Holloway says for the past 10 years, he's been trying to spread awareness of protecting the youth and adults with an organization called HUGS, which stands for Helping Unite Gangs Seriously. So no family member has to deal with losing a child to gun violence.
You know, it's hurting to the mothers that got sons that fear that that's what's gonna happen to their son. You feel what I'm saying?
And that fear is now a reality for Ladainian and Cathy's loved ones. Memphis police say the investigation is still active, and the suspects were last seen in a black Mercedes GLK.
Now, this is the thing. People say that people in the community don't care. That's not true. You got a lot of grassroots people, foundational Black Americans on the front line doing work. I got my Urban Nerds program where we do the Nerds Over Ninjas, right? Right? We do the Nerds Over Ninjas, right? He got the Hating Ain't Healthy. I'm here in Philadelphia. All of us on the ground doing work, man. So they went to this man's job, right? They went to his barber to talk to his barber. Then, as you see, they went to his job.
Reporting in Whitehaven, Jerry Thomas, Action News 5.
He was very excited about his prom. You know, he would say, I'm gonna be doing the thing, Miss Taurus. You know, he was so excited. He was talking about his outfit, the way, how much money he spent on it.
Because like when you're a senior in high school, like you're excited about prom, graduation, getting ready to go off to college, and with it being his prom, he was so excited.
Like most high school seniors, 18-year-old Ladainian Cathy was excited about his prom night. But unfortunately, something that was meant to be a celebration ended in a tragedy. Just hours after the South Haven High School student attended Bartlett High's prom, Memphis police say he was killed outside of a Whitehaven gas station Sunday. A tragic loss for loved ones, including coworkers who described the 18-year-old as a hard worker with a successful path ahead of him.
Well, LD was a good manager. He was very dedicated. He came to work.
So he was a manager. So he was a manager over here at this restaurant. I mean, at this KFC. Man, this is insane, man.
Work when we needed him, always on time. They let us know that he was gone, and I just started crying on the spot because that's like losing a little brother, and no one should ever have to feel that pain.
So now they have breaking news because we're about to find out that they arrested a 17-year-old, right? A 17-year-old was arrested in this situation. Let's get off into that.
Memphis police have arrested a 17-year-old for the murder of a teenager who was shot and killed after prom.
Even a newscaster, as she's saying this, is tearing up because it's not normal. This is not humane. It's not something that, like, it's something that we so traumatized, we normalized in our community, but this ain't normal. This ain't it, bro. This ain't it. This ain't it, man.
Memphis police say 18-year-old Ladainian Cathy was shot and killed at a gas station on Shelby Drive in Elvis Presley early Sunday morning. He was rushed to the hospital in critical condition. He did not make it. Police now say the shooting happened during a robbery, and the two robbers took off in a black Mercedes that was found at Germantown Parkway in Walnut Grove yesterday. Police say they followed that Mercedes to a business, and that's where they arrested the 17-year-old who was charged with first-degree murder in perpetration of a robbery. The second suspect has not been identified yet.
So, I mean, it's sad, but just a couple of days before that, they had over there in Shelby, down there, they had a shootout where a young man was unalive, right? And there was multiple shooters, right? And we've normalized this within the culture. This is not the totality of Black American culture, but it's there. It exists. And there's a lot of hurting mothers and fathers, man. Black boys dying, Black mothers crying. It's there, man. It's there big time. And the thing is, a lot of our people hate each other, man, because we it's a long history of us hurting each other, man. And I don't have no answers as to how we can fix this thing, man. Only thing I can do is do my part on what I'm doing here in the city with the kids here in Philadelphia. That's the only thing I can do because it's the system has it set up. We are behaving the way we were designed to behave for other people's gain. Black dysfunction is profitable for everybody. If it wasn't, this thing would have been stopped. They designed this thing, and we're behaving the way we were designed to behave. I just so happen to wake up, so I use words like nerds over ninjas, urban nerds, not urban shooters. We go down into the ground, and we create the Hub the Block program, and we take over the drug blocks, all that kind of stuff, man. Right? It's a lot of people grassroots on the ground doing real work. But it's no money in that. I wouldn't be surprised if this video might not even get a lot of views because I'm actually showing something for my people. I'm not talking about no ratchet gossip stuff. The algorithm ain't gonna place it. But that's just the way it go, man. because our dysfunction is profitable. They don't want us out here waking you up. They want to keep you asleep so they can keep making money off of you. But this is a sad thing, man. My condolences go to his family, man. May he rest in peace. Man, it's a sad thing, man. It's a sad thing. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button. Subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. And remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.